Isaiah Wong, Jordan Miller, North Chad Omier, Nijel Pack, and Wooga Poplar. The starting five for Miami: Keyshawn Langley, Muhammad Abdul Salam, Keandre Kennedy, Dante Tracy, and Bas Laita. The starting five for the Spartan. Ball's in the air. Nijel Pack comes down with it, and it'll be Miami ball to get us underway here this evening. Miami started slow on Monday, shot more threes in any game in which they did all of last season. Took 34 threes on Monday night. Jordan Miller in the lane, a hook shot, gets it to go.
Well, Jordan Miller, I like Kyle how he's starting off aggressively attacking the basket. I think that's one of the best ways that this team can get themselves started and in the scoring column early. It's going to be a theme and a storyline to follow all season long, but more often than not, Miami will be undersized in each game in which they play. They will be, and we'll talk a lot about this. Coach Larinaga talking about playing smaller ball this year, undersized, but they're going to take advantage of their speed and quickness. Three in the corner is good, and the foul. Keyshawn Langley, the twin brother of Kobe Langley. And this time Keyshawn, the senior out of High Point, North Carolina, has a three, gets it to go. And he'll head to the line for an unconventional four-point opportunity. Fouls on Isaiah Wong in the corner. Keyshawn Langley is a potent three-point shooter, a weapon from deep. Got to make sure you not only have your hands up, but not allowing him to capitalize, because he's also a great free throw shooter. Langley, a senior guard, started 7 games for the Spartans last season, posted 9 double-figure scoring efforts in the Spartans' backcourt. Free throw is no good. Spartans by one early, 1 minute into play here tonight. Both offenses very similar, a lot of motion above the perimeter. Wong gets a high screen from Omier, and that's an offensive foul. Omier couldn't set his feet. A couple of quick fouls here on Miami. It was a high ball screen about 5 feet above the three-point line. And North Chad Omier couldn't get set. Well, I like the intention, but I think early on, if Miami settles into this game, we're going to have to pay attention to those details. And it's not only Omier setting the screen, it's Isaiah Wong waiting for it to be set and let the play develop. Tracy in the lane, started with the left hand, comes back with the right hand, get it to go. Down to the rebound is Omier. Into the hand, the left hand of Jordan Miller. North Chad Omier to the rack, up and under the left hand, it's good. Little stutter step on the baseline for North Chad Omier. Miami by 1. Kennedy stopping at the free throw line. Got caught. Shot clock down to 5. Into the hands of Abdul Salam, and he walked. Traveling violation and the turnover. Miami basketball. Well, the defensive intensity for Miami turned up in that last possession, hence they get the turnover. Coach Larinaga liking what he's seeing from his team early on the defensive end. Go back to Monday, Megan. This Miami team allowed 54 points. That was fewer than at any point in any contest last season. They allowed 55 in the NCAA tournament to Iowa State, allowed 54 in their opener to Lafayette on Monday. Shot clock at 5. Miller finds Poplar for 3 from the wing. No good. Rattles in and out. Well, Kyle, to your point, I think their defensive identity is what this team wants to be known for. There's going to be moments when they're undersized, but they're going to have to rely on their defense to create offense this year. Kennedy, a deep 3, and it's good. Again, both offenses very, very similar here tonight. Neither team afraid to shoot it from distance. Well, Keandre Kennedy is a flat-out shooter, a name you're going to hear a lot this afternoon, this evening. UNCG 2 of 2 behind the three-point line. Nijel Pack has his first points of the night. Mo Abdul Salam with a high ball screen into the corner. Here comes the Miami pressure defensively. Laita with the basketball. He gets blocked, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Mo Abdul Salam, who pushed off when challenging North Chad Omier.
Here's another look, Megan.
Well, Leita letting it fly, gets it blocked, but in the interior, you see the solid defense by Omier. That's a matchup we're going to have our eyes on. Leita versus Omier on the inside. I think whoever wins the battle on the paint, their team's going to have the advantage this evening.
Abdul Salam takes a seat. Nijel Pack finds a wide open Jordan Miller, who's going to fire away for three. That's a bit too strong. UNCG had three players underneath the rim. It was into the hands of Keandre Kennedy, who had it fall out of his hands. A little miscommunication down on the baseline. It's Miami basketball.
Yeah, a good look by Jordan Miller, just not able to knock it down, but Miami with the opportunity to do it again.
Miscommunication and a lack of communication. Should have been an easy defensive rebound for the Spartans, so another life here for Miami. Nijel Pack gets a high ball screen left side from Omier. Poplar with a shot fake. Nijel Pack pulls up, and that's a deep three that's no good. Norchad Omier comes down with the offensive rebound, and I believe they're going to get Bas Leita with the foul. 15:59 on the game clock here in Miami. They'll talk it over, all square, 6 aside. Boy, a bit of a dangerous play as we went to break. Norchad Omier and Bas Leita got tied up high above the rim. Fouls on Leita, but that's certainly a matchup to watch here in this ball game this evening, Megan.
Yeah, you see a very interesting matchup. I think one that's going to dictate the outcome of this game and who's going to dominate the interior between Leita and Omier. But, I mean, from the Miami Hurricanes, Omier, the presence that he has on the inside, his gifted athletic ability, I think is something that's really going to be a difference maker for this team this year.
Anthony Walker checks in for Miami. Norchad Omier will take a seat, and Jordan Miller there for the flush off the inbounds pass.
Nice baseline out of bounds play there by Coach Larranaga to energize this team and energize this crowd.
Mikel Brown-Jones into the game for the first time tonight for the Spartans of University of North Carolina of Greensboro, as Bensley Joseph gets set to check in for Miami. And that's going to be a reach-in foul on Nijel Pack, a ticky-tack foul. Jamie Lucky says there was enough there, and that's a foul by Nijel Pack. And it's his first team third. Wooga Poplar takes a seat. Bensley Joseph, a supremely gifted athlete and defender, checks in for Miami. An inbounds pass rattles around at the bottom of the rim on the baseline. Mikel Brown-Jones might have traveled, got away with one. A spin-around jumper is good.
Yeah, the Miami bench not happy with that. I thought he shuffled his feet before he was able to put it on the floor, but 2 points for the Spartans.
8 all, 5 minutes in. Brown-Jones, Langley, Kennedy, Tracy, and Leita on the floor for the Spartans. High screen for Isaiah Wong. Anthony Walker starts right. Wong in the paint, creates a little breathing room with that left shoulder, and he goes up and gets it 2.
That's just what Isaiah Wong does for this team. He is such an aggressive playmaker. He's always in attack mode, and he's able to create something out of nothing. That last possession was a pretty solid defensive stand by the Spartans, but Isaiah Wong just had better offense. And
he's shown over the course of 4 years here in Miami, supreme body control. When he gets in the paint around the rim, that's a traveling violation on Mikel Brown-Jones. Here's another look at Wong there as he started into the paint.
I mean, stagnant offense. He's able to penetrate the seams of the defense. It's 4 people surrounding him. He's able to rise and finish above the D.
Boy, an excellent job to keep that left pivot foot for Isaiah Wong, who's got the basketball in his hands. 10-8 Miami, nearly 6 minutes in to the first half here in Miami tonight. And that's going to be a foul on Brown-Jones.
Well, you know, Kyle, as we continue to talk about Isaiah Wong, we know he's 2-time preseason first team, all ACC honoree. His name popped up on the Naismith watch list again this year. I mean, the honors and the accolades will continue for this young man. What a gifted athlete.
And the Jerry Award watch list as well. Nice little touch there for Anthony Walker. Isaiah had 16 on Monday, one of 4 Hurricanes to appear in all 37 contests, started 36 in Miami's run to the Elite Eight last season. In the paint, up with the left hand, no good. Rolls off for Tracy, and another foul on the floor. Who are they going to get? It'll be the senior out of Orlando in the Robert Morris transfer, Dante Tracy. both he and Wong got tangled up there in the backcourt. Well, Tracy just ran right into him.
We talk about Isaiah Wong, Kyle, and we know the gifted athlete he is and the potential NBA prospect that he is as well. I think it's interesting. We have some celebrities in the house this evening, some former NBA players tuning in for some Hurricanes basketball this evening.
Bad. We got Carlos Boozer to our left, former sensational Miami Hurricane Jack McClinton sitting by his side as well. Harland Beverly in for Miami. Bensley Joseph hands it off to Isaiah Wong. 5 on the shot clock. Isaiah will fire away for 3. It was halfway down and pops back out. The Langley twins on the floor. That's another traveling violation. This time it's Mo Abdul-Salam.
We talk about the Miami Hurricanes, how they're undersized, but what they are doing is they're making up for that size limitation with their speed and their quickness. The way that they're able to cover territory, to hedge out, to recover quickly, that actually caused a turnover in that last possession. You have to really credit the speed, not only the offensive end, but the defensive end for the Hurricanes.
Bensley Joseph running the point for Miami. Being contested tightly by Kobe Langley. Anthony Walker looking in. North Chandelmere wants the basketball. Outside at 10 feet. Finds a wide open Bensley Joseph, who goes up. Do we have a charge or a block? It's an offensive foul. Stepping in to take the charge was Mo Abdul-Salam, the forward graduate out of Nigeria.
Well, a nice penetration there by Bensley, but looks like the defense had 2 feet outside of that inner circle. It's going to be a charge just about every time. Solid defensive play by the Spartans.
Abdul-Salam got there just in time and held his ground. Both sides with 4 fouls 7 minutes into this game. Spartans haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. Nice crowd on hand. Filing in at the Watsco Center here tonight. Kennedy works right, got double team. Langley with a pump fake, goes far side right baseline and hits. Silky smooth, the southpaw and the senior out of High Point, the twin brother of Keyshawn Langley.
The Langley twins seem to have basketball in their blood. I believe it's their father was one of the top 3-point shooters by percentage for the Spartans.
Running right hand there by Anthony Walker with a late blocking call on the floor. Should send Anthony Walker to the line for a pair. Late call down low in the paint. It'll be Miami basketball. I think they're going to tell Miami to take it out on the baseline. Anthony Walker pleading his case. Thought he should have been shooting 2, but it was after the initial shot. So it'll be Miami ball baseline out of bounds. Nijel Pack checks back in for Miami, replacing Isaiah Wong. Mikel Brown-Jones will take a seat for the Spartans. And now Donovan Atwell, the freshman out of Huntersville, North Carolina, checks in for UNCG. Chandelmere near the basket. A contested shot. Boy, North Chandelmere strong down low and around the basket. He was the first Hurricane with a 15-rebound game in nearly 2 years on Monday. Started really slow. How about that? Pretty pass and a finish for Langley.
That was Langley to Langley, I believe, in that last possession. Little brother-to-brother chemistry.
A little symmetry there between those two. It's almost like they're on the same page. Anthony Walker had to go off of his foot. And he doesn't think so, but Anthony Walker just dribbled it off his foot. It's a turnover by Miami. Let's take a break. Strike. Former sensational player here at UM, Jack McClinton, for 4 some stars in the house here in Miami tonight. Former sensational player here at UM, Jack McClinton, for 4 seasons over 1,700 points. That's good for 7th in Miami program history. How about the man to his right, our left, Carlos Boozer? Had a terrific career in the NBA. Long-time NBA ball player. Had a pretty darn good college career as well. Miami by 2, 11:43 left to play here in the half. Dante Tracy will bring the ball up the floor for the Spartans. Jalen White in for the first time here tonight. Working on the baseline as Langley has it, working left between his legs, come back right. Now baseline. Nijel Pack tightly contested. A floater with the right hand, no good. Norchad Omier down with the rebound. That's his third. He's got 4 points. Both teams distributing the basketball and the scoring early here tonight. Jordan Miller, baseline drive, gave it right up and into the hands of Donovan Atwell, the freshman. Abdul Salam finds Atwell, and that's too strong. Gets the offensive rebound, puts it up, and that bucket is good. Count the foul.
Strong interior play by Abdul Salam in that last possession. Good ball movement by the Spartans. A solid offensive rebound and just powered up. The Miami Hurricane fans are looking for that charge, but on the interior, it doesn't look like we had position. Joseph outside of that interior line there.
Well, there might have been a little contact, but not enough. Bensley Joseph will have to take a seat with 2 fouls. Mohammed Abdul Salam, a forward and a graduate out of Nigeria, started all 31 games last season in the post. Averaged 6 points, 4 rebounds, shot 53% from the field. The Spartans have a 1-point lead nearly halfway through the first half in Miami tonight. Isaiah Wong back in for Miami. Wooga Poplar with the basketball. Nijel Pack ain't scared to shoot it. There he goes, bombs away from the left wing. No good, too strong off the left side. One and done opportunity for Miami. Back comes UNCG. Three in the corner. No good, too short. Keyshawn Langley gave it a shot that time. On the other end comes Isaiah Wong. Nearly coughed it up. He slipped. Gives it back to Omier, who works down low strong, and he finishes. A second opportunity. Or are they going to say goaltending? Yes, they are. No bucket. Goaltending on Norchad Omier, following his own miss, collecting the offensive rebound. That was close. Question is, Megan, was it still on the rim? And, oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought it looked like it rolled out there. Listen, got right there on top. I think that's debatable. Ooh. Yeah, that was really close. But strong effort by Norchad Omier, and we love to see the intensity. We love to see his rebounding efforts.
Spartans ball up 1. Miami three turnovers the last 2.5 minutes. A scoring drought of nearly 2.5 minutes for the Hurricanes.
This is similar to their last outing against Lafayette. Miami having trouble with the pace and tempo, not getting up and down the floor in transition.
Well, here comes Miami in transition. Wooga Poplar. That's an offensive foul. Tracy's going to need a moment. Still on the deck.
We like out in the open.
Ooh, that's another close call. Did Tracy hold his ground, or was he leaning right?
Well, Wooga Poplar gets into the paint, and it looks like 2 feet solid as Poplar tries to take off to finish at the rim.
Checking in for Miami now is the freshman out of Chicago, a 4-star recruit, A.J. Casey. 6 feet 9 inches tall, a 213-pounder, a premier top 100 recruit out of Illinois. Averaged 19 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals, along with 3 blocks per game as a senior in high school. Had a lot of offers. A.J. Casey seeing his first minutes here tonight. That 3-point opportunity, no good, but it'll stay Miami basketball after it rolled off the fingertips of Wooga Poplar. A.J. Casey committed to Miami over DePaul, Gonzaga, Memphis, Michigan, Ohio State, among others.
In other words, a big get.
The floater by Kennedy is no good. We've got a push on the floor. And I think they're going to call it on A.J. Casey, fresh into the game. He picks up a foul. Look how you take a look at Casey, the freshman, and he just towers over all the veterans on this team.
Yeah, and welcome the size that he brings to the floor. I mean, Casey picking up a foul early on, but he'll get settled in and he'll get adjusted. I think Coach Larinaga is looking for a little bit of size to change the dynamics of the interior play.
And that's going to send Bas Leita to the line for a 1-and-1. The Spartans in the bonus, 9 minutes left here in the half, makes the first. UNCG leads by 2. So they're on a 6-0 run. They're 0 of 4 from their last. They're 0 for 4 from the field in their last 4 attempts, but a 6-0 run over the course of the last 3 minutes. Miami can't stop turning the basketball over. Spartans by 3, their largest lead of the night. And now Jordan Miller calls for a timeout. So Miami will have to regroup with 9:07 left. We'll take a quick break and be right back in Miami. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Miami's got 5 turnovers in the last 5 minutes. They haven't scored in over 3 minutes. What are you seeing here early, Megan?
Yeah, I'm looking at the activity honestly on the glass. I think that UNC Greensboro has done an awesome job of creating second chance opportunities, and that's really energized their offense. They're sticking to their game plan and playing a solid first half.
Miami's also turned the ball over 6 times. Miller hands it off to Isaiah Wong, who stops. Keeps that right pivot foot down. It'll remain Miami basketball.
It's early in the season, Kyle. So the team, yes, we talk a lot about what they did last year, but Coach Larinaga will tell you he's focused on the present. And this team is only 2 games in, and they're still trying to establish their chemistry and work out some of the kinks. And I think that's what we're seeing early on this first half for Miami.
Now remember how shaky it looked early in the season last year. A nice floating jump shot by Nijel Pack. He connects. They lost to UCF early on last year. Had a couple games go down to the wire until they really started to form some chemistry and gel, and ultimately proved to be a sensational season for Miami. Their first run ever to the Elite 8 in the NCAA tournament in March Madness. That's an offensive foul on Jalen White, the forward and the senior out of St. Petersburg, Florida. It's the 6th foul on UNCG. They're in the bonus. Miami's committed 7 fouls.
And also, I think, Kyle, Miami's at their best when they're able to get out in the open floor in transition. They've not been able to do so. And you have to credit that Spartan defense. But Miami's got to figure out a way to generate faster offense, not to get settled into that half-court offense, which really favors UNC Greensboro.
To your point, Megan, Miami, the second best team in transition in college basketball last year. Jordan Miller, left hand, the floater. Rattles around and down. Miami retakes the lead. Quick 4-0 run here for the Hurricanes. Langley works off a high screen. Leita down low, a bit of a flop on the block. I think Coach Larinaga trying to get the attention of Jamie Lucky, longtime veteran official, wondering about the no call.
The Spartans are really forcing Miami to execute in their half-court offense. And as we talked about, that's been a struggle for the Canes. They've got to find easy baskets. In transition, an easy layup for Sizano, the sophomore, and the St. Bonaventure transfer. Timeout on the floor. UNCG rolling a little bit in transition. Wong coughs it up. The University of North Carolina Greensboro Spartans lead Miami by 3. Not what you want if you're Coach Larinaga. But to overcome those troubles, they're going to have to figure out how to go back, I think, and try to establish their interior. They had a lot of success early on with Omier in the first half. I mean, in the early parts of the first half. So we'll see. And some offensive rebounds. Isaiah Wong pulls up, and he misses entirely. In addition to the 0 for 5 from three-point territory, the Spartans have 9 points off of 7 Miami turnovers. They lead by 3, 6.5 left to play here in the first half of the Watsco Center. Baseline drive.
Abdul Salam with the left hand, a bit too strong. Jordan Miller has the rebound. Miami in transition, off a miss. Wooga Poplar wide open, can't connect. Norchad Omier back on the floor for Miami. Did he step on the baseline? Yes, he did.
Listen, Norchad Omier, his energy, his effort, it's got to be contagious amongst his teammates. They've got to figure out a way to energize themselves. I love how he's in pursuit of the rebound. He needs a couple of his teammates to follow him in that effort.
Miami trailed 30-28 to Lafayette on Monday night. And it wasn't until Isaiah Wong's rim-rattling dunk about midway through the second half did they start to find a little bit of energy. They're struggling from distance. Both teams love to shoot the three. Ball's loose on the floor. On the deck, we've got a jump ball. It'll remain Spartans basketball. But you're right. I mean, somebody's got to inject a little life into this ball club. UNCG's got a little firepower. They love to shoot the three. Absolutely. Where they're 2 for 7 tonight.
Yeah, and with a team like UNC Greensboro, we're seeing they play a very disciplined style of basketball. And obviously Miami is the favorite in this game, but you let a team like UNC Greensboro stick around and gain confidence. That's the most dangerous thing that you can allow.
Kennedy, dribble drive, he walked. There's a turnover.
And as we're approaching the end of the first half here, it's not about getting it all back at one time with this gap. Miami's down 18-21, but it's about possession by possession, a stop and a score, a stop and a score. Let's see if Miami, they're able to get the stop. Can they convert on the offensive end?
All the Miami scores on the floor. Jordan Miller, Norchad Omier, Nijel Pack, and Isaiah Wong combined to average 60 points last season. All 4 on the floor, in addition to Wooga Poplar right now. Nijel Pack fires away a wobbly shot, and a contested shot is no good. Now in transition, Boss Leita. Spartans by 5.
Yeah. And that UNC bench is turned up.
Wooga Poplar on the other end. Look at the athleticism. Maybe the most improved Hurricane from last season. Now the Spartans throw it away. Miami basketball. There's another look at that Boss dunk in transition. Miller and Wong just lost them.
Yeah.
And they threaded the needle on that assist.
Well, let's be clear. Boss is not the fastest player on the floor, but what you can control is your energy and your effort. And he's given a little bit more. And that's something that I think Coach Larinaga is going to be fired up about as halftime approaches, and they have a little discussion about that play. If not now, definitely in film.
Credit Keandre Kennedy, the graduate and transfer out of UMBC, for the assist right down the seam. Poplar rises and fires. 4 quick points for Wooga Poplar.
Wooga Poplar is like, if you're already, I am. 2 consecutive baskets by Poplar. He's asserting himself on the offensive end.
He's an impressive young man, the sophomore out of Philadelphia. Unlimited potential for these Hurricanes. High screen by Abdul Salam. Miami trailing by 1. Here's a 3 in the corner. It's good. Keandre Kennedy. Graduate student from UMBC, started all 31 games for the Retrievers last season. Now a turnover. Kennedy in transition, stops and fires. It's blocked by Omier. Kennedy has it back. The Spartans reset, leading by 4. This is Kobe Langley with the basketball. Tracy will fire away a rain-making 3. 3:30 left to play. Spartans quickly back out to that 7-point lead. They're playing hard.
Well, Kyle, we talked about the 3-point efficiency and the ability of Langley on the perimeter, something that's going to be a difference maker.
Wooga Poplar tried to make it 7 in a row for Miami. He's got the basketball back. Jordan Miller for 3 on the wing, and it's good. First 3-pointer made for the Hurricanes here tonight. Bensley Joseph will check back in the moment for Miami. 3 minutes left to play on the clock. It's 29-25, UNCG over Miami. Tracy will pull up, a heat check for three, no good, rattles in and out. Ball is loose, and that's going to be a foul on the graduate, Mohammed Back inside the Watsco Center, 2:57 left to play here in Miami. It's the Spartans out of UNC Greensboro by 4 over the Hurricanes. Miami unable to get to the free throw line, just 1 of 7 from three-point range. Out shooting the Spartans in terms of field goal percentage, 57-48, but they've committed too many turnovers as well.
That's absolutely the story. The points off of turnovers. I mean, you know, UNC Greensboro has way too many, 12 points off of Miami's 9 turnovers.
Miami's first free throw of the night is good. Isaiah Wong has now tied John Salmons for top 20 in scoring in program history. Junior guard out of Piscataway, New Jersey, makes a pair. Miami's back to within 2. What a player the fourth-year junior's been here at UM. Tested the NBA waters last offseason. Elected to come back to Coral Gables. Here's an alley-oop that was way out of the reach. Langley to Langley. They attempted that connection again, but Keyshawn threw it away.
And Kyle, you talk about Isaiah Wong and his NBA prospects. There's no question what he's able to do. He's a talented offensive player, but I think he's back to improve upon his ability to defend. That's the next level, I think, on both ends of the floor for him.
Nijel Pack too short. No Chad O'Meara with the offensive rebound. Pack will fire away again. It was halfway down and came back out. It remains a 2-point lead for the Spartans. Langley left baseline, up and under for Bass. Good look, nice finish. An easy finish. Wong just got caught up down low in the paint. He traveled.
I think the difference for Miami and when they're playing well and when they're kind of stagnant is when they're doing less one-on-one basketball. So for Isaiah Wong, we know what he can do. Of course, he can score 1-on-5, but is that the best shot? That might not be the best opportunity. Looking for a little bit more ball movement and cohesiveness in the Miami offense.
We have yet to find a real rhythm offensively here tonight. 31-27, Spartans lead. Here's a step-back 3 from the corner. How about that? Keandre Kennedy into the face of Harland Beverly.
That was just better offense. I thought Harland Beverly defended that very well.
Now Jordan Miller for 3 on the other end from the right wing. He's 2 for 2 from distance tonight. Miller's got 12. Miami trails by 4. 1:15 left to play in the half. Spartans nearly turned it over. Now down low, an 8-footer no good off the left side of the iron. Down with it, O'Meara into the hands of Wong. Under a minute left to play. Wong looking, hands it off to O'Meara, who spins right off the glass. A wild shot was no good. Keandre Kennedy from the logo is too short. O'Meara has the defensive rebound. 35 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. Miami cannot hold the last possession. They can take it down to about 10 seconds left. Nijel Pack working. Left wing. Here's a 3. Harland Beverly is good. Beverly connected on his first 3-pointer in 674 days on Monday. The oft-injured Hurricane has the Hurricanes within 1 with 6 seconds left to play. Langley working with the right hand corner. 3 back up top. Left wing at the buzzer is no good. We'll go to the half. Miami trailing by 1. They trailed by 2 on Monday. We've got a good one here in Coral Gables tonight. Bas Laita, 8 points. He's 3 of 4 from the field. He's got a rebound for Miami. Jordan Miller pacing the way. He's got 12 point territory. Too many turnovers, and they're not collecting enough points off of the turnovers that they force.
I totally agree. We'll see a new opportunity with the second half just starting off here. And I would say another thing to keep your eyes on, a sign of how you're attacking the basket, is free throws. Miami only went to the free throw line twice in the first half. I think they can do a little bit better to help generate some offense here in the second half.
We'll see if the Spartans can keep up the pressure. Nijel Pack out of the recess. 4-3 from the wing.
That's a solid start. You know, Nijel Pack, well, prior to arriving to Miami, he was primarily a two-guard. He's used to taking on some of those scoring abilities. He's very capable.
Leita trapped underneath, goes up too strong. Second chance opportunity for Mo. Abdul Salam is no good. Miami's got a lead for a first time in a long time. Back-to-back threes out of the break.
That's the pace and the tempo that Miami needs to be playing with. They find the most success when they're up and down. Quick shots, that's Miami basketball.
From down 1 to up 5, they've doubled their amount of threes that they made in the first half. That's a push on Omier. Coach L doesn't like it. So Pack starts it from the left wing. What a quick trigger.
Nice setup there. And then back to back. I mean, nothing but net. Poplar wanted to foul. Nice try, young fella.
Contact was a little too late. Omier's got 2 fouls. He's got to be relatively careful. Langley for 3. The corner's good.
Both teams heating up from the three-point line. Long overdue.
All of a sudden, Miami's made 5 threes. Spartans have made 6. Miami 5 of 12. Can Miami make it 3? A 3! Boy, what are those boys drinking at the half?
Whatever it is, they need some more of it. Give it to them for breakfast. They have turned it up.
They hit another one. Mike Jones is going to call a timeout. Try to cool him off. Langley with the left hand. No good. Collects his own offensive rebound. Right out of the claws of Omier. Poplar's got the tip.
There's an entirely different focus and level of intensity that you're seeing from Miami to start the second half.
Poplar behind the back. From the block. No good. Miami tried to start the half 4 of 4. You heard the oohs and the ahs from the crowd after Poplar's behind the back dribble. High screen, Langley inside. Right hand is too strong for Abdul Salam. Here come the Hurricanes in transition. Pack from the logo is too short. Miller's got the offensive rebound. Mike Jones might need a timeout. He wants a timeout. He's begging for a timeout. He's going to get it. UNCG takes a timeout. Miami was down 1 at the half. They have come out. They have exploded. They lead by 7.
Second half, and it was only a matter of time for some of those buckets started to drop for Miami.
Miami down 1 at the half. They're up by 7. Outscore UNCG by 8. An impressive way to start the second half for the Hurricanes. So Mike Jones called the timeout. We'll see what he drew up there. Get these Spartans back in it. Defensively, UNCG totally took Miami out of their rhythm in the entire first 20 minutes. Tracy underneath to Leita. Up and under, but the right hand is good.
You're right, and Kyle, we talked about it. We talked about the pace and tempo. I mean, Miami scoring just about 30-some points in the first half. I think that's significantly under where they want to be from a points per game total. So, you know, a faster pace favors the Hurricanes.
Poplar into the corner for Miller. Fires away. No good. Too strong. Kennedy's got the rebound. He had 9 in the first half. High ball screen by Leita. Tracy's double team. Leita for 3 from the wing. Rattles in and out. Good look there for Leita, the big man who can shoot it from out there. Now Pack will use a screen from Omier. Pick and pop. Pack to the rim with the right hand, no good. Spartan's going to push it a little bit. Langley. Through the paint with the right hand. It falls off the left side of the rim for Mikel Brown-Jones, who had to sit a good portion of the first half with 2 fouls. Now Omier will go to work. Spins, fades away. Good. Good body control down there on the block. Over top of Mikel Brown-Jones, who was in his face, fading away for a bucket.
O'Meara with solid footwork and then just supreme athleticism to finish that last play.
There's a lot more conviction to Miami's offense here in the second half, and they're going to get Isaiah Wong for a foul. Adam Media, the under 16, Miami by 7.
We're Carvana, the company who...
Percentage.
Well, as you say, it's in the blood. You know, shoot or shoot, and it's awesome when you have a pair of twins and have gotten the lessons handed down from Dad. So they're doing Dad proud this evening.
Cool to watch those guys and the twins play with one another. Keyshawn number 0, Kobe number 3. Just to correct things before we went to break, thought the foul was on Isaiah Wong. It was credited to Jordan Miller, and after we got a look at it during the break, it would make sense. His left leg connected with Dante Tracy, which initiated the trip. So Tracy makes a pair from the free throw line, and Miami has themselves a 5-point lead. 15:40 left to play in this ball game here in Miami tonight. Kobe Langley back to the scorer's table to check back in for the Spartans. Miller, high, arcing, left-handed floater, no good. Gets his own offensive rebound. Isaiah Wong for 3. A little something different here in the second half, Megan.
There is a different focus. They're playing with very, strategic intention, I think, for Miami. They've turned up and locked in.
Well, we saw it in the second half on Monday, too. There was just a different energy. Mikel Brown-Jones for 3. Connects on the other end. Answers the bell for UNCG. They're back to within 5. Back and forth we go. Spartans had a 1-point lead at the half.
Well, this Spartan team is gritty. Miami's going to go on runs, but UNC Greensboro has really withstood most of the runs that Miami has tried to throw at them.
Dante Tracy with a foul. A little too much with the right forearm there. Working on Nijel Pack. Wong's got 7. Jordan Miller's got 14 and 6. Norchad O'Meara's got 6 and 9. He's a strong second half away from a double-double. Nijel Pack to Jordan Miller for 3. And Miami is just on fire from beyond the arc here in the second half. Anthony Walker set to check back in for the Canes. Every time the Spartans answer, the Hurricanes answer right back. Miller leaves his feet inside. Brown-Jones up and under, no good. Fight at the rim. Norchad O'Meara comes down with a rebound, takes it into the front court. All the way, coast to coast. Norchad O'Meara cannot connect, and now he commits a foul. And for O'Meara, it's going to be his 3rd personal with 14:04 left.
That's a tough exchange because Norchad O'Meara here in the open court decides, look, I'm going to take it one-on-one, go to the rim. He thinks he actually had some contact on the way up, but instead he gets the foul on the other end of the play.
He was indecisive after he got the rebound as soon as he got to the front court. But if he was a little more decisive and just went coast to coast to start, probably had a better chance to score, let the defense catch up with him a little bit. Miami's by 8. It's their largest lead of the night after trailing by 1 at the half. Langley to Kennedy. Kennedy stops and pops for 3. Keandre Kennedy's got 12. 4 of 7 from three-point land.
And the degree of difficulty on the shots that he's been able to convert on, I mean, it is elite. He has really been in his offensive bag this evening.
Boy, they will just not go away. Nijel Pack inside the three-point line, deep from the right wing. Free throw line extended. Offense is picked up here in the second half. The Watsco Center in Coral Gables tonight. Kennedy, he thought about it. He thought about it. from the left wing. He stops and pops again. A high arcing three is no good. Nearly banked it home. Miami's got numbers. Wooga Poplar goes up. There's a foul. There's a block. Poplar will go to the line for a pair. The foul will be on Tracy. It'll be his third.
The explosion in the open floor. Pack to Poplar.
Ooh, that could have gone either way for me.
I think so. It looks like 2 feet outside the line. I actually thought he was squared up.
Maybe a little with the right hip. Could have gone either way. Going to get 3 fresh bodies on the floor here for UNCG. Bas Leita will check in. Poplar makes the first. So too will Keyshawn Langley and Donovan Atwell, the freshman out of Huntersville, North Carolina.
Poplar's up to 7 points this evening, and I really like the energy that he's brought to the floor. He's been a bit of an offensive spark for his team.
He had that quick 4-0 run in the first half that kept Miami in it. There was a chance, UNCG had a chance to run away with it a little bit in the first half and create a real problem for Miami. There was a point there where Poplar kind of kept Miami right in it. So back and forth we go. Miami's got a 9-point lead. That's their largest of the night. Langley looking down low. He's got Brown Jones, who spins and fires with the right hand at the rim. Nice, pretty nifty little move there in the paint. Started right, came back left. High arcing hook shot there. Poplar on Brown Jones, gets to the rim. That's an offensive foul. That was the freshman Atwell who stepped in that time. Gets a big high five for Mike Jones.
Well, that's what I think the Spartans have done. They did well in the first half. Miami with a lot of one-on-one basketball. A solid move, I thought, there by Poplar, but the defense just a little bit quicker to react and pick up the charge.
See if the Spartans can answer on the offensive end. Miami doesn't have to worry about Kennedy, who's giving fits all night long. They're going to have to worry about Mikel Brown-Jones, though, the junior out of North Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the VCU transfer, who put in 54 games in 2 seasons at VCU. He's been a problem in the paint for Miami tonight.
Well, I think UNC has an opportunity, and Coach Mike Jones is honing in on that. The interior play of his team has been pretty strong. If they can pound the ball on inside, they might be able to find an advantage on the interior.
They got to go right back there. Harland Beverly's back in for Miami. Now Jordan Miller's got himself a takeaway. In transition on Langley. Up off the glass with the left hand. Doing it all himself. He steals it in the backcourt. A soft kiss off the glass. Langley brothers are back out there for the Spartans. One of them's working on Wong. Light underneath. Good dish by Keyshawn Langley.
And the finesse, the touch that he had to finish at the rim. Nice play.
10:45 left to play. Miami by 5. That staple Jim Larinaga motion offense. Anthony Walker for 3 is no good. He's had a really, really rough go of it here to start his season.
Anthony Walker really struggled to find his rhythm, but he continues to be that energy. He continues to be a strong teammate.
Brown Jones with the right hand again, no good. Gets his own offensive rebound and puts it back.
It's a game of runs. So Miami gave a power punch to start the first half, but UNC has answered the call. They're punching right back.
Jim Larinaga calls a timeout with 10:14 left to play. Miami by 3. For Miami, behind the 3-point line here in the second half. They connected on 3 in the first half. They've got 5 in the second half, but we're all square. How about that? UNCG 5 in the first half, 3 in the second.
Yeah, we like to see how Miami's heated up from the 3-point line. I think they're doing a better job of moving the ball around the perimeter, and a lot of their 3-point attempts have really come from quick in their offense, come from that transition offense.
It's a 3-point game. Coach L called a timeout. Didn't love what he was watching. We'll see if they draw up coming out of the timeout. Isaiah Wong from 13 feet away, can't hit, but he gets his offensive rebound. Now fire away for 3. Second time tonight that Wong has come up totally empty on a 3-point opportunity. It's his second air ball from three-point range this evening. UNCG thought he even double dribbled before he even got the second shot off. Dante Tracy checks back in, replacing Keyshawn Langley. This one's going to come down to the wire. The Spartans refuse to go away. Miami, a couple of minutes ago, had themselves a 9-point lead. It's right back down to 3. Bensley Joseph out there for Miami. Probably their best defender and a guy that brings a lot of energy. Look at him all up in Tracy. Way atop the three-point line, and they're going to get Joseph for the foul.
I think that's tough. I thought Tracy actually pushed off on Joseph. I'm not sure what he could do better to defend in that possession. Look at Joseph moving his feet. Tracy with a little hesitation in out. Yeah. I thought that right arm extended.
Yeah, let him play a little bit. I think both guys are going at it pretty good. Joseph is right on the right hip of Tracy. Kennedy's back in there for the Spartans. Tracy, right wing. Three-point line extended. Now down low. Abdul Salam. That is a turnover and a shot clock violation. Good defense by Miami. They got the Energizer Bunnies out there now between Anthony Walker and Bensley Joseph. Some guys that can really inject a little life and juice into the offense and the defense.
Nurchad Omier back into the game as well with his activity on the inside. I think his energy is also contagious, Kyle.
Harland Beverly. Isaiah Wong will fire for 3. He's not scared to fire away. Air ball one a minute ago. Now he connects on the other end.
I think Wong has subscribed to the philosophy is you can't score if you don't shoot. So he's going to let it go.
He's got 10. It's 2 for 4 from 3. 3 of 7 overall. Tracy in the paint with the right hand. Lost it. And now Sizano has it. The elbow. Tracy for 3. Looks good. Rattles in and out. A break for Miami. Joseph is looking. Has Beverly. Quick trigger 3 is good. Pounds his chest. Looks at Coach L on the bench. Now they come to life a little bit here in Miami.
Well, the bench just erupts from Harland Beverly. We talked about how he missed games last season due to struggle with his back injuries, but he's come in looking like he has not missed a beat.
UNCG has wanted to respond with a 3 all night long. Down low on the block, Abdul Salam has it taken away. 3 seconds on the shot clock. They got to fire away on the baseline. He stepped on the baseline. Another turnover by the Spartans. Miami leads by 9. It's a little grit. Back here with the Watsco Center, it's 64-55. Miami has taken that lead back up to 9. The most they've been up in this ball game here tonight. Well, tied for the most. But Megan, every time Miami kind of runs a little bit, the Spartans kind of grab that leash and say, not so fast, we're coming back.
They do. They've been able to absorb whatever runs Miami has thrown at them. And for Miami, every time they go on a run, there's a direct correlation between the intensity that they bring and focus on the defensive end and their ability to produce offense.
Miami basketball out of the media timeout. Again, their largest lead is 9. It's at 9 right now. Beverly up top for Anthony Walker. Harland Beverly, for the 5th time in his career, has made a pair of 3s here tonight. He's never made 3. Omier, far corner. Bensley Joseph for 3. But Miami is on fire here in the second half. They cannot be stopped from three-point land.
And it's the swag that Miami's playing with that makes them so much fun to watch. Here we go.
Oh! Boy, a rim-rattling dunk for Anthony Walker.
Yes, sir. That's long overdue for Anthony Walker. We've been waiting to see that from you, young man.
All of a sudden, Miami's got a 14-point advantage. And they come to life here with the Watsco Center. Tracy on the baseline. It's going to be another foul on Bensley Joseph, rather. Here's the dunk by Walker. He cocked back and exploded at the finish. Bensley Joseph takes a seat. Nijel Pack's back in. Omir's got 6 and 11, looking for a double-double. Lefty shoots and connects. Tracy hits. Had something to say along the baseline.
A little competitive juices flowing, I think, for both teams. Both teams doing some talking on the floor to one another. All in good spirit, though.
Pack lifts, misses. He ain't scared to shoot it. Cold off the bench on the baseline, 15 feet out. Look out, here comes Kennedy. Miami's got a close eye on Keandre Kennedy, who's burnt him all night long from distance. Mo Abdul-Salam gets in, but he can't connect. Right at the rim. He's kind of having his way with Miami down low there in the paint. Had a really good look at an easy bucket, but just couldn't get it to go. North Channelmere hands it off to Nijel Pack. Anthony Walker down low. We've got a foul. That's on Mo Abdul-Salam. That's his third personal foul as Jordan Miller checks back in for Miami. Keyshawn Langley and Jalen White, the forward senior out of St. Pete, is back in for the Spartans. Another good turnout by the student section here in Miami tonight. Isaiah Wong floats one up there and he misses. North Channelmere nearly tipped it right back to him. A chance for the Spartans to creep a little closer. The lead is at 12. For how long? A little bit longer as Brown Jones misses the deep three. Harland Beverly, he's never hit three before, but he has here tonight. It's been a long time coming for Harland Beverly, who's been so injury prone over the course of his 4 seasons here in Miami. On Monday, he connected on his first three-pointer in 674 days. Here tonight, for the first time in his Miami Hurricanes career, he's made 3.
Well, he's showing us his full offensive arsenal this evening, but Beverly stepping into it and saying, you better guard me from out here. He can knock it down. Good for him.
Here's the thing for Miami, too, Megan. They've never really known within reason what they have in Beverly, the 4th-year junior out of Detroit. He came out of high school. He's a sharp shooter, but he's had some debilitating back injuries. He's still not all the way back. He's not going to be able to give you 25 minutes a night. Maybe he will at some point this season, but he could be a difference maker for this team.
Yeah, he can be that spark that they're looking for off the bench. And listen, if you're not sure what he can do, he said, you're going to find out tonight.
Miami leads by 15 now. Wong working on Brown Jones. Here's a 3. No good. A contested 3. Maybe not the shot that Coach L would like to see from Isaiah Wong. Langley tried to work it down low to Mikel Brown Jones. It was off the fingertips of a Hurricane. So it remains Spartans basketball. This is very, very eerily similar to what transpired here on Monday. Miami was down at the half. They needed a couple big plays to get a little juice going in the second half, which is exactly what they've gotten. And now all of a sudden they've got a 15-point lead. Now Nijel Pack's going to get called for a foul.
And the 15-point lead, while it might be comfortable, Miami cannot necessarily relax. There's still a lot of time left in this ball game. They have to maintain their energy and their focus because we've seen how UNC Greensboro just will not lay down. They're not going away. This is a gritty team. They're not going to give up.
1-on-1 chance for Dante Tracy. Makes it. Nijel Pack having a conversation with Jamie Lucky, pleading his case. He's telling him, listen, I'm not doing anything wrong, and you keep calling fouls. You got to stop. Pack's got 2 fouls. Nobody on the court right here for Miami in potential foul trouble. Bensley Joseph has 4, so too does North Channelmere. North Chad with 4 is going to be problematic throughout the season. Coach L's talked about that. He's a guy that's got to stay out of foul trouble. You need him on the floor.
Yes, he is their primary interior presence.
Wow. Nijel Pack with a reverse layup. That's pretty.
A tough finish. Just kissed it off the glass in the right spot.
The explosive 3rd-year sophomore, electric in the Big 12 at Kansas State, the most improved player in that conference last season. Tracy will head to the line. Pack had 16 on Monday. He's got 14 here this evening. Jordan Miller leading all scorers with 19.
Well, Pack came into the second half ready to take care of business. He was focused and locked in. He had, I think, about a 4.0 run on his own to start off the second half.
Miami's kind of getting the scoring from the suspects that you would think would do it for him, right? I mean, Isaiah Wong's got 10, a quiet 10. It's been a quiet night for Isaiah. But Miller's got the 19, Pack's got the 14. Omir's been quiet, just hasn't played a lot because of the foul trouble. He's played 26 minutes, but he's had to be careful due to all the foul trouble as Tracy hits a pair. 74-61, 4:21 left to play, approaching the under 4 media timeout. Well, that's a long inbounds pass by Isaiah Wong that was taken away by Mikel Brown-Jones. And now a three is no good, but Brown-Jones gets the offensive rebound. He misses. A couple of opportunities for Leita. Another chance for the Spartans. They had 4 or 5 chances and couldn't get a bucket. Now Harland Beverly nearly has it taken away. Miami wants to slow things down a little bit, but Nijel Pack will work it in the lane. He turns it over. With a 13-point lead, Miami's got all the opportunity here just to slow things down. There's a bucket for the Spartans. It's an 11-point lead. Really no need to push the ball so quickly in transition when at this juncture it's just a game you can play with time. Timeout on the floor. Miami by 11, 3:40 left to play. 63 Miami lead with 3:40 showing on the game clock here at the Watsco Center in Miami tonight alongside Megan Perry. I'm Kyle Seeloff. Good to be with you. Game number 2 for UNCG, game number 2 for Miami, and playing out for Miami at least so far, rather similar as to how it played out on Monday. Slow to start, and what's been an electric finish.
It has been. I mean, we talked about Miami kind of slow out the gate, and both teams really just back and forth, but Miami's pulled away. They've locked into their defense, and that three-point line has been good to them in the second half.
The media timeout was triggered by an injury to Bas Leita. The senior has just finally taken a seat over on the UNCG bench, but all the way at the end of that bench, extending that left leg. Harland Beverly misses from deep for the first time tonight. Langley hands it off to Tracy. Spartans are going to have to do some really quick scoring, and that ain't going to help as Norchad Almere nearly came down with a rebound, but it's Mikel Brown-Jones who gets it and puts it back up. Leads back to single digits for Miami. Plenty of time. Spartans need some stops.
This is about end-of-game clock management. A great test for Miami to see how they respond.
Jordan Miller was fouled by Jalen White, the senior. Miami's committed 9 fouls. That's just the 4th foul committed by the Spartans here in the second half. 2:53 left, 20 on the shot clock. Substitution for the Spartans, Kobe Langley will replace Jalen White. Inbounds goes to Isaiah Wong. Pack with the right hand in the paint. Back up to Wong, who spins, elevates, and fires. It's no good. Good look, though, for Wong, who can just hang in the air.
Yeah, he's got a good 1-2 seconds in the air before he makes a decision.
Just creates really good looks for himself. Here's a 3 from Langley. The lefty on the way is too strong. The back of the iron into the hands of Harland Beverly. And Miami can slow things down a little bit with 2:10 left. Leading by 9. Eight seconds on the shot clock. Underneath, pretty play. Omier to Wong. Isaiah might have gotten a finger in the right eye. But Wong gets a bucket. The lead is 11, and that just about puts it on ice for Miami here this evening, as they look to improve to 2-0 and a win over the University of North Carolina Greensboro Spartans out of the Southern Conference. Tracy floats one up, and he gets fouled.
Got Isaiah Wong off his feet. And the vet, and Isaiah Wong, he knows better. He's shaking his head as he got up. Tracy with a little step back through the legs. Calling a trip to the free throw line.
Miami is 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. They've shot just 4 free throws. This will be the 12th and 13th opportunities for the Spartans. They're 9 of 11 to date. First one's no good.
Well, 4 for 4 from the free throw line is a drastic improvement from the other night, Kyle, in which this Miami Hurricane team really struggled from the line. But they're going to need more opportunities. I think with the undersized lineup, as they enter particularly conference play, they're going to need more opportunities to create offense. They've got to get more looks from the free throw line.
Tracy missed them both, and then the Spartans committed a foul. It's on Mikel Brown-Jones. That's his third, team fifth. Comes the full court pressure by UNCG to try to create a couple of turnovers here in the final 90 seconds. See Wong get to the paint, now brings it out near half court. What do you make of this one tonight, Megan? Your impressions of both these teams?
Yeah, I think that Miami is learning a lot about where their scoring opportunities can come from, that they have a lot of weapons on the floor, but what's required from their focus and their intensity to do things just like that. Isaiah Wong, we know what he can do on the floor, but I think the question mark is about the other pieces to the puzzle and where do they fit in and what does it take to ignite that offense, and they learned a little bit more about the importance of their defense to do so.
Isaiah Wong's got 15. And for Isaiah Wong, he needed 13 tonight to go to number 18 on the all-time scoring list at Miami. He's done so successfully. It's a 14-point lead, final 30 seconds here in Miami tonight. They come to their feet at the Watsco Center, and the Spartans commit a foul. There you see the all-time scoring there on the left side of your screen. A big round of applause here inside the Watsco Center. Davon Reed, Mike Whitman in front of Wong. Now Joe Wiley and Willie Allen in the rearview mirror. Miami can just about dribble it out. They'll have to hoist one shot.
I thought a well-played game by Miami, and I think also deserves a shout-out to the Spartans. What UNC Greensboro came in and did, establish themselves early. They've got a bright upside for what's to come for them this season.
So the Miami Hurricanes start their season 2-0 with a 79-65 victory over the UNC Greensboro Spartans. Megan started slow, but a flurry of a finish, and that's going to make Coach L and company happy.
Yeah, I think they have something to be excited about going into the weekend. Be able to get another win under their belt is always awesome to get the W. So congrats to the Miami Hurricanes on a solid effort this evening.
Nice crowd in attendance here at the Watsco Center tonight. Isaiah Wong had 15, top 20 in the all-time scoring list. Jordan Miller had 19. Nijel Pack had 14. Mikel Brown-Jones led the way for the Spartans along with